Gillian, did you feel like you knew? Because I know that you had a chance meeting with Emily. Did you feel like you knew her before you ever met her? Because you must have studied her so much.
Yeah, yeah. When I first came into real life contact with her, I went in for a hug like she was an old friend, and yeah, I was like, hi. Anyway, so yes,
did she respond well to that?
Well, she was boundaried. Yeah, I understand from her, or I understood in that moment from her perspective how creepy that must have been and weird. But yeah, it was a bit odd because I had, you're right, I completely, done a deep dive.
Whereas obviously, Billie, you had access to Sam for this. What was the vital information you feel she gave you to portray her on screen?
It made so much sense to me that she, as a person, would clinch that deal, that she would get that across the line. And I think it's largely down to her that interview ever took place, because she is so warm, she's so energetic, she's so curious, she is or seemingly non-judgmental. She's kind of like unlike anyone I've ever met. She's very accessible, very high energy, I was going to say unbearably positive, but no, unbelievably positive. She is truly unique. So that really helped me make sense of how she got that, because it's such a, it's kind of, I guess, unheard of, that sort of access.
How intense was it filming that interview section? Because that is the part that we've obviously all seen. So I feel like for you, even there must have been the pressure to get that bit really right.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably where the majority of my focus went to, was watching, listening over and over and over again to get that right. On the day, it was fun. They'd recreated the room, the wing in Buckingham Palace, and down to a T. And we walked in seeing it for the first time, Rufus and I, right one after the other, and I was completely shocked. I mean, I knew that I was going to be in there. I knew that they were going to have a setup, but there was something about walking into that room and it being the size that it was, and the way that it was planned by our director, Philip Martin, was that we were just going to run it from beginning to end and see how, because there's bits in between where obviously to build tension, etc., and you're following other stories and other women who are part of the story. We cut to Billie, we cut to Amanda Thirsk, Keeley Hawes, and so that all adds to the drama and the tension, of course, but the interview itself is about 10 minutes long, and so it was a matter of just kind of running that a few times from beginning to end, and so it felt very theatrical in a way.
Was it weird seeing Rufus all made up to look like someone who we've all obviously seen our whole lives? That must be weird, right?
Yeah, it was weird. It was unexpected. When he was cast, I was a bit like, he's a great actor, but I can't imagine how this striking, god of a man is going to turn into Prince Andrew. And then I got worried, how so often these things, prosthetics or bad wigs, can be so jarring and can completely take you out of a drama or a film of any kind. And so I was very worried about that. And when I saw him the first time, I was like, well, this is phenomenal artistry.
And he's going to love you for calling him a god of a man. So
he knows that. I'm sure he's aware.
He is great. He is great. But as were both of you, great job. Great job.
You.
Thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
you.
Really appreciate it.